What up, y'all? So today we are gonna be doing our video of planets through ascendants, and today we're gonna be doing Sun in the third house for a Virgo ascendant person. And what happens when Sun is in the third house for a Virgo ascendant person, and it's in the third house in the sign of Scorpio, and Sun rules the 12th house. So what does all this mean? And why am I out here with all these basketball in a basketball court? I'm sure you want to find that out. Well, you will. But if you do not know where your Sun is placed, what your other planetary placements are, all your astrological details, for that check out the links here right next to the basketball, where you will find your full astrological report, my books, Astrology Conjunction, and Aspects at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link right down there. And remember, my book, Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, is coming out on September 21st on lulu.com. So check that out. So let's talk about what the hell am I doing out here? So talking about Sun in the third house in Scorpio, which is all about competition, it's all about skills, which I'll explain. But before that, you gotta check out my skills, because this is my poison. Basketball, let me tell you, if I was just like 6'2" or 6'3", I would have made it in the NBA. Not at my height of 5'9", no way. But this is just my passion. This is, I would probably say this is definitely a passion right next to astrology. This is why I had to build this, and I'm actually gonna pave this grass into a pavement so I can actually bounce the ball, because I have a hardest time bouncing basketball. So all I do is I come here and I become competitive, like Sun in the third house, right? Let's see. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, I love that sound. I love that sound. Oh, I love that sound. Oh man. Let's see this one. That's in two. That's my skills. Now you know, do not ever compete with me on the court, because even though I cannot run, can't jump, bad back, pathetic, I still kick your ass. I still get you. So don't you come on my home. Don't you come on my home turf for basketball and challenge me, because I'll get you. So now that you saw my skills of basketball, let's talk about Sun in the third house in the sign of Scorpio. And I'm telling you, it is such a healing process to come out here. This is why I had to get a rack. I have one more rack in the garage where I just put one rack here, one rack on the other side, shoot. So I just shoot in the middle of my breaks. I take like 10 basketball breaks in a day, you know, during my work. And it's just stress reliever, man. Stress reliever. But yeah, so Sun in the third house in Scorpio. As you know, for a Virgo ascendant, Sun rules the third house. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry, Sun rules the 12th house. For Virgo ascendant, Sun rules the 12th house. And now it's sitting in the third house in your horoscope. And it's in the sign of Scorpio. So first of all, the 12th house is all about expenses. It's all about giving charity, giving things away. It's foreign lands, foreign places, multinational companies, hospital asylums, monastery sanctuaries, spiritual sanctuaries, laboratory, confined spaces. And then now the Lord of that, which is Sun, is in the third house in Scorpio. Scorpio is a very intense sign of transformation. Scorpio is about finding your courage within. It is a sign of passion, obsession, hidden knowledge, secrecy. So now Sun is sitting in there. One thing I can definitely tell you is probably you do not have any younger siblings. If you do, your relationship is probably like close to non-existence, especially if Sun is between 7 to 12 degrees here. But because the thing is, Sun is a very hot planet. Sitting wherever it sits, it burns the significance of that house. And Scorpio is a very karmic sign. Shows there's some karma to be dealt with the third house. So either if you have a sibling, you have some past life karma that you're gonna have to repay or deal with, which is like a very stagnant relationship with this sibling. Or you probably just don't have any younger siblings, and you'll feel this emptiness within you, like, my God, I wish I had a younger brother, a younger sister. We all do that. I wish I had a younger brother or a younger sister. Okay, and third house is all about journalism, writing, arts, media, creativity, skills of hands, hobbies, courage, competitiveness, marketing, social media, websites. So everything, there's so many more things that a house represents here. And 12th house is what? Besides everything else, it's feet, running, dancing, playing sports. So here the person naturally finds their self-esteem, their ego, and their pride through competition, and being very intense in a competition. These are the people, kind of like, you know how Michael Jordan trash talks on the basketball court. Like, there's all these stories when he went around off the baseline in practice on some new guy, dunked on him, and the guy was just like, fell down. He's like, man, get the F out the court. You don't belong here. He will crush you just through his trash talking. Like, there is a story of Michael Jordan sitting in his Ferrari in the Chicago stadium, and Lakers are coming out from their bus, and he tells, Byron Scott, yo, B. Scott, who's going to be getting me today, man? I thought you were injured now. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to play, but Anthony Peeler is going to get you. And Michael Jordan just laughs, looks at Anthony Peeler and laughs. 50. And he's smoking a cigar. And he had 54 that night. That's the kind of intense competitiveness the sun brings. Because this person is willing to do whatever it takes to find their way to winning, to find their way to that courage. They make like the most intense, investigative journalism. Investigative journalist. They will do whatever it takes to find the story before you do. And this is the person who finds their confidence by attaining skills, whether it's skills to save a person's lives, emergency skills, because remember, third house is 8th from the 8th. So it represents saving lives, transformation, life and death scenarios. Sun here shows great interest towards honing skills of secrecy, like occult, mysticism, astrology, numerology. And especially depending upon where Ketu and Mars are placed, especially for Scorpio and Aquarius sign, always look for either Rahu, Saturn, or Ketu, Mars. That will show you the direction of the courage and how amplified the courage will be. Because this can also show that a person may be very scared of going into fights, going into, any kind of a battlefield. It can completely be different of that. Let's say if the third lord, Mars, is in the 8th house, although it's in its own sign, this person will take a long time to find their courage within them because it's hidden in the 8th house. But it also shows that relationship with a father. Either father is the most intense best friend in your life, or it's just the most distant relationship you ever deal with. Because remember, you have to deal with the karma related to the sun. Sun is father, authorities, and the third house represents siblings, close relationships. Maybe like you're not even close to your cousins and your near dear family members, because you're just all about how do I win over other people through my intensity. And that's why sun becomes either highly strong or takes a long time to get to that high level. And also you will find people here who can even go into fields like being an army professional, marine, somebody who can even become a detective, because detective is about investigative journalism. You are trying to investigate information to put things together so you can get the story right. Especially depending upon the certain nakshatra, sun is really going to show that level of what is it really wanting to do, which we'll discuss later on. Okay, so guys, this was my analysis of sun in the third house for a Virgo ascendant person. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your sun is placed, all the other astrological details, my books, consultation reports, for that check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.